is the moment. This is the opportunity. This is the time. This is my time. No one said it was going to be easy. Make your way to the top and then go past it. Don't have a limit. Don't have a limitation. Go beyond your limitations. Don't have a goal. Go beyond the goal. But you gotta have that peace of mind. You got to know that if it did not make you, it cannot break you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been distracted for far too long. You have been surrounded by so much negativity, and you have let yourself go. You got to have the capabilities. You got to have the will. You got to have the wisdom. So I'm telling you to get up. I'm saying to you right now, you don't deserve to be on that ground. I'm saying to you right now that the ground is not going to apologize. I'm saying to you right now. Woo! Good morning, fam. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. You already know to go ahead and grow and get 1% better in all areas. So I'm fired up. Just got a great call with honestly a topic that I think was right on time with where it is that we're at, setting up the year of 2024, kicking off with absolute greatness. Cedric in the building, dreamers, let's go. How is everybody feeling coming into the day as we go into what is called the Infinity Loop Lifestyle? So go ahead and throw the title on the top of your page. This is going to be one to not only just learn, but as well be able to teach, because I'm telling you, so 97% of people are going to flow through this Infinity Loop training right here, and we are going to be able to go ahead and break the matrix and get out of it. So I'm excited. Let me know a little bit of gratitude before we get rocking and rolling, and let's go ahead and get the day started. The Infinity Loop Lifestyle. Crucial right here. Boom. Awesome. IG is tapped in. Love to see it. So grateful for God, fam. So thankful to be alive. So glad to be on here with each and every single one of you guys. I'm so grateful to see the growth, right? We're on the 75 hard challenge. And let me tell you, this has not been easy. I've been right there with each and every one of you guys along this journey. And just like anything else, right? Getting into things that are new, the beginning is always the toughest, right? That's why they say you don't have to be great to start, but we do have to start to go ahead and be great. So let me applaud everybody. I see it happening every day, and I know it's not easy, but trust me, looking back 75 days from now, from January 1st, it is going to be worth it. We can already see it. M in the building. Hunt Dog, it's good to see you. How are we feeling? Jojo, what's going on? Craziness going on in Houston. I'm definitely sending over prayers and blessings that way. Got both phones going. I love it. Awesome. A lot to be grateful for, fam. A lot to be grateful for. Last night, we actually just got on a crypto call, really explaining the importance of getting into NFTs, learning the importance of Web 3.0. For those of you that don't really know exactly what that is, I highly suggest to start getting tapped in, right? Find mentorship, get around the circle. For those of you that have never actually even got into the Crypto Academy, we have the top 6 educator inside of the world with our platform. Okay, so now is the time to go ahead and get involved. Isn't it wild how right now Bitcoin is literally at sub 40,000 and nobody's talking about it? Lovely, what's going on? It's good to see you. Bitcoin's under 40,000 and nobody's talking about it, right? I'm still seeing people talk about the news, what's going on social media. If 97% of people understood what the 1%, what the 5% is doing, they'd be moving at a completely different rate. They would be doing everything they can right now to go ahead and make some cash flow and get into position to be able to invest. And this is why they say, right? Follow the masses, do the opposite. Buy the fear, sell the greed. So guess what? When nobody's talking about it, when you don't see it all over the news, now is the time to get focused. Now is the time to get invested. Now is the time to get locked in, because by the time that it's all over the news and everybody and all your friends are talking about it, and even your Uber drivers bringing it up, it's too late. It's too late. So for everybody that's plugged in right now, we're going to be able to go back to this call today, January 24 at 1:24:24. It's actually a pretty cool date. And we're going to be able to think about these times, how we had the access, we took advantage. And for those that didn't, they're going to wonder what just happened. So honestly, I'm really, really excited to be able to go ahead and get on here and keep growing. I got you. You already know. We'll go ahead and jump on a call once we get off of here. No worries. I got you back, right? So getting into this space, right? This is such a time to, I don't care what it is that we're doing, but make sure that you pay attention to this next piece right here, okay? The infinity loop is this. How many of us know people in life that might seem like we're taking 2 steps forward and maybe 3 steps back? It just seems like it's the same loop over and over again. I remember when I got out of college and a couple of years went by, and I got on a couple of phone calls with them. The same individuals who used to talk smack, the same ones who used to really come over my house and tell me what I was doing is a scam. You're never going to make any money. You know, I would be over here showing them a $70 trade, talking about how we're going to be able to travel, we're going to be able to experience all this amount of success and leave an impact. And they're here saying like, bro, you're just about living out of your car. you're affording dollar sandwiches, dollar meals. There's no way you're going to be able to ever be able to do that. And I'll never forget it, right? This was back in 2018, right? I was at the airport. I was over in Philadelphia, and I was actually coming back home from an event, and my cousin called me. And he's like, yo, D, check your account. And I actually went and checked it, and I hit a milestone that I've been waiting to hit. And it was actually really funny because at that same time when I was in the airport, I was actually relaunching my business, right? And I had my list, and I'm going through my list, and I saw one name come up on that list, and it happened to be one of my old best friends, one of my old roommates, right? In college, one of the guys who used to dog me all the time about trading and learning. And I'm going through the list, and I see Joseph, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to call Joseph. He probably doesn't even still have my number. It's been like 5 years since I've even talked to him. It's been a while. Let me go ahead and call him up and see how he's doing, right? So I go ahead and call him up, ring. I'm like, yo, he's probably not even going to answer. And he picks up the phone. He's like, hello? I'm like, yo, Joe? He's like, yeah. I'm like, Joe, it's D. What's going on, bro? It's been a while. He's like, oh, man, it's great to hear from you. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, yo, I'm actually still at the same job. I'm actually still hanging out. He named a couple of the same friends that we were used to hanging out with. You know, I'm still going over here on the weekends. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I just hit one of the biggest breakthroughs. We just cracked literally multiple rank ups, multiple withdrawals, multiple success stories. And I'm not here to talk down on anybody, but what I've noticed about the game of life is this. Life is all about growing. Life is all about evolution, right? We're all built to go ahead and see how we can max out life. And I could just hear in his voice, he didn't sound very excited. He didn't sound very passionate about where he was at. And it really made me think about even this training. This is how so many people end up getting caught in the infinity loop. And I wanted, and I was like, you know what? And he's like, yeah, how about you, bro? How you been? And I'm like, yo, Joe, I'm doing freaking amazing. I actually just got back on a 6-state tour. I've had some incredible testimonies over the past couple of months. I've had some students that have actually done some things they could never even imagine. And yeah, I'm actually going to be on Fox 4 News in the next 2 months if you want to go ahead and check out my story. So by the way, that little 6-figure skill set, let's just say if it wasn't for you giving me all that drive, giving me all this motivation, all of these years, I don't know if I would have been able to hit it. So I wanted to just personally call you up and say, Joe, thank you. And I hung up the phone. Click. So I want you guys to remember, if you have somebody in your life that doesn't believe in you, that's telling you you're not going to be able to make it happen, that's telling you what you're doing is not going to be able to work out, I stopped trying to prove other people wrong, and I started focusing on proving myself right. So when it comes to the infinity loop, understand that in this game that we're playing, we're going against the grain. There's going to be people that say, man, you look weird. Why are you doing something different? Why are you getting into trading? Why are you getting into e-commerce? They say that now, but I'm telling you, as time goes by, it's becoming the new norm, right? Everybody can see that AI is taking over jobs. Technology is taking over. So it's safe to say if we don't get on the wave of technology, people are going to be left in the dust. Those that are living in the same infinity loop, doing the same things over and over again, are going to wonder what happens. And the only reason I really know this is because I've been there. I've been in the infinity loop. And the last thing I want to end off today's training with is this. To really hammer this home, because if there's one piece I want you to gain, is this. And Neno touched on it right at the end. And he's so right, because we've seen it. We've seen it year after year after year. So here it is. You ready? The first quarter. Today's January 24th. So even I'm right there with you. I'm doing an evaluation for myself as well. Looking at all of the bad habits, anything that's not serving us, it's got to go. Because in this season, here's what's going to happen. Those that still carry on these bad habits, March is going to come here like this. And the first quarter is already done. And people are like, yo, I literally remember when it was just January 1st, 2024. Now the first quarter is already done. So if you slack in the first quarter, the second quarter is going to be made playing catch up. You're going to be having to catch up the whole second quarter, trying to just get back to break even. And then if those habits still carry through in the second quarter, I can tell you right now, the year is almost wasted. Because then the year literally is playing catch up and having to pay back debts for the whole year. And the whole year just goes by. It is like debt. It's like that APR interest. You know that interest when you pay it off? And not only do you not make a dent, but in fact, it actually gets more expensive. You still have more to pay. That's what happens in the game of entrepreneurship. And I can say that because I've been there. I've experienced it multiple times, and I've seen it. Seen it from all different walks of life. So this is a season where I don't want anybody to be in that position. I don't want anybody to get to the end of first quarter like, how did we end up here? This year's flying by, and it's just like I feel like I haven't even got a chance to do anything yet. Let's lay every brick as best as we can lay it every day. And I promise you right now, even the days we don't feel like doing it, right? Then I talked about the weekend. Most people live for the weekend. That's why they live weak. So being able to do what most people are not willing to do today, to be able to live a life tomorrow like most can't, is really the difference. Not everybody really feels like reading for 10 minutes. Not everybody feels like doing their gratitude and journaling and getting on multiple training calls and studying. Not everybody's willing to do that. But I can tell you right now, those that are willing, those that are ready to go ahead and take the challenge, God is watching. He doesn't respect lazy. He doesn't respect procrastination, and he doesn't respect disbelief. I can tell you that because I know it. I know it well. Been able to experience it too. He does respect belief. He respects action. He respects faith, love, passion. All of these things together is the real ingredients to our success. So I'm excited because I'm going on this journey every day with you, fam. There's days I don't feel like getting on the call. Being honest. There's days where I'm going through a lot and I don't necessarily feel like doing it. But I know it's just kind of like the gym. The days that we don't feel like doing it, you guys give me energy. You guys fire me up. So realize that our value, our lights gives energy to others, and that energy comes right back to go ahead and boost us back. This is why some of our mentors say, if you're feeling bad today, if you're feeling a little bit off, send out 3 messages of gratitude. Send out 5 messages of gratitude. And you'll notice as the day goes by, you're going to get a ding, a notification. Wow, thank you. I needed that message. That made my day. I appreciate that. Thank you. And you're going to see that little boost of energy adds up to go ahead and create these little wins over the day to say, you know what? I can keep going. I can do it. And I know that even if it's 1% every day, the little steps add up and compound, even if I don't notice or see the results right now. So fam, that is my training for today on the endless infinity loop lifestyle and how we can go ahead and break out of that by step number one, identifying the habits that's not serving us, right? And what's the opposite of that? For some of us that get up late, like me, I used to get up late. I used to get up at 10, 10:30, 11, sleeping in sometimes because I didn't have an alarm clock. I didn't have anybody that said, D, you got to get up. Didn't have a boss that said, all right, get up. It's time to go to work. But I started noticing I'm so far behind. There's people that are getting done before 11 a.m. than what I would go out and do in a whole day. So the real flex is not staying up late. I realized it actually is waking up early. I used to think that. Staying up late till 2 or 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, no, it's not. Getting up early is the real flex. And I learned that from one of the famous books. It's actually called The 5 a.m. Club from Robin Sharma, The Power of Getting Up Early. He says, isn't it wild how most people in their life, they end up seeing more sunsets than sunrises? Not knowing that the sunrise is one of the most spiritual times of the day to manifest and really go ahead and visualize. So I had to kick a lot of bad habits. There's a lot of things that I had to let go. I had to let go of people. I had to let go of going out. I had to let go of a lot of different things. Just like Neto said, I got so detailed as to where I changed even my toothpaste. I changed my deodorant, right? I changed so many different aspects to really go ahead and get serious. Matter of fact, I even changed my water. I don't drink regular water anymore. I only drink alkaline Kangen water because I realized there's certain habits that got to go. And when I really started studying how the body operates, how to go to max out our potential like a Ferrari, like a Lamborghini, things started to really make sense. I don't cook anything with tinfoil anymore. I don't put things in the microwave. There's so many habits that I let go, really going and stepping into the highest version. And the beautiful part about it is it never ends. We're always able to continue sharpening our sword. So it's a challenge, but even now going to bed early now. Exactly, for sure. Until it's a challenge until it's not, until it becomes the new normal. So fam, that's my training for everybody today. I hope you got a little bit of value. Remember, we're here for you every step of the way. There's nothing that you're going to experience that a mentor hasn't already. I'm telling you right now, disbelief, people don't believe in you. You feel like you're in an endless cycle right now. Don't be afraid to reach out because questions will take us anywhere that we want to go, even for myself included. Sometimes I struggle with that. That's a habit that I need to kick. Asking for help, reaching out to my mentors more. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, this is actually a great attribute, being able to speak up and ask questions, because that's how we grow, right? Ask a question, we get an answer. I want you to think about like a ladder. If we don't ask the question, if we don't get the answer, most of the time, what do? We stay at the same rung on the ladder. But if we ask the question, we get the answer, what happens? Now we can take a step. Now we can continue growing. So don't be afraid to reach out. Matter of fact, my mentor always said, if you're not annoying me, you're annoying me. So fam, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a phenomenal day. If nobody told you today, I'm going to be the first one this morning to let you know you are amazing. You are powerful. You are such a limitless soul, and the world is waiting to hear our stories. So let's go ahead and let the value shine. And dreamers, yes, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. I love you. Have a phenomenal day. I appreciate you. And let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time to get to work. Wednesday schedule dropped in the chat. Let's go.